When a giant star runs out of fuel, it does not fade away quietly. It detonates in a supernova bright enough to outshine an entire galaxy. But that explosion is only half the story. Because at the very center, as the outer star is blown away, something survives. The core collapses under its own gravity faster than you can blink. Protons and electrons are crushed together until they become neutrons. And what is left behind is a neutron star. Take the entire mass of our sun. Now crush all of it into a perfect sphere just 20 kilometers wide, roughly the size of a single city. An entire sun compressed into something you could drive across in minutes. It is one of the densest objects that can exist without becoming a black hole. And this is only the beginning of how strange it gets. To really grasp a neutron star, you have to understand its density. Inside, matter is squeezed as tightly as the nucleus of an atom. There is almost no empty space left between particles at all. Now imagine a single teaspoon of this material. That one spoonful would weigh about 1 billion tons, as much as an entire mountain, balanced on the tip of a spoon. The gravity at its surface is over 100 billion times stronger than Earth's. If you dropped a single marshmallow onto its surface, it would strike with the energy of an atomic bomb. Nothing solid as we know it could ever survive down there. This is physics so extreme that we cannot recreate it anywhere on Earth. In 1967, a young astronomer named Jocelyn Bell spotted something that should not exist. A signal from deep space pulsing with impossible regularity. Once every 1.3 seconds, steady as a cosmic clock. It was so precise that, at first, they half joked it might be a message from aliens. They even nicknamed it LGM-1, Little Green Men. But the truth turned out to be far stranger than aliens. It was a neutron star spinning at a tremendous speed. Some spin once a second. Others spin hundreds of times a second. The every single second of radiation into space. And as the star spins, those beams sweep across the cosmos, like a lighthouse flashing past the Earth again and again. We call them pulsars, and they are the most accurate clocks in the universe. Now take a neutron star and give it a magnetic field. Not just any field, but the strongest magnetism in the known universe. We call these magnetars. A magnetar's magnetic field can be 1,000 trillion times stronger than Earth's. Those numbers are almost meaningless, so let's make them real. From halfway to the moon, a magnetar could wipe every credit card on the planet. From 1,000 kilometers away, its field would tear at the atoms in your body. You would not be crushed. You would simply come apart. The chemistry that holds you together would quietly stop working. These objects are so extreme, they bend the rules of matter around them. And every so often, one of them erupts. A magnetar's crust is solid, but the magnetism beneath it is never still. Stress builds under the surface year after year, with nowhere to go. Until finally, the crust cracks. A starquake. And in an instant, it unleashes a flare of pure energy. One such flare reached the Earth. Halfway across our entire galaxy. And yet in a fraction of a second, it released more energy than our sun gives off in 100,000 years. When it hit, it physically compressed the Earth's own magnetic field. From 50,000 light years away, a single dead star reaching across the galaxy and touching our planet. A neutron star sits balanced on a knife's edge. Its own gravity is constantly trying to crush it into a black hole. Only the resistance of those tightly packed neutrons holds it up. Add too much mass, and that resistance finally fails. The neutron star caves in, and a black hole is born. But sometimes, two neutron stars find each other. They spiral closer for millions of years, faster and faster, until they slam together. In 2017, we detected one of these collisions through ripples in space-time itself. The crash forged a glowing cloud of the heaviest elements in existence. Gold, platinum, metals so rare they are precious. Born not in a quiet star, but in the violent death of two. Neutron stars can feel impossibly far from our ordinary lives, but they have already left their mark on you. The gold in a wedding ring, the rare metals inside the phone in your hand. Much of it was forged in the collision of dead stars long before the sun was born. We carry fragments of those ancient catastrophes with us every single day. And out there, right now, these objects are still spinning, still flashing, still erupting across the dark. Laboratories of physics we could never hope to build on Earth. Reminders that the universe is far stranger and far more violent than it looks from down here. So on the next clear night, look up. Some of those quiet points of light are not really stars at all, but the spinning corpses of stars that died long ago.